Good afternoon, teacher.
How are you today? Good?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good, teacher.
I'm good, thank you. I didn't have a coffee yet whole day. I've been busy, but it's okay. I don't feel sleepy at all today. That's amazing. All right. Let's get into it. Last time we have what did we do last time? Oh, we finished lesson 1, right? And again, let me try to get people to work. 5/10. 5/10. Number 5. Let me expand it. Oh, I need to share the screen. So on the screen, these are people who has handed in the work. So what I'm about to call out the number is that person. You need to go to the exercise in Google Classroom to the assignment under the name Past Simple Unit 7 after this class and submit it to me immediately, okay? Because I already gave you the explanation, this one. See, if you don't understand, you can just go to this video and watch it again so that you can do the exercise. Here, this is what I'm about to be calling the name. Number 5, number 6, number 8, number 9, number 11, number 17, 19, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, and 33. Okay, please hand in the work. Oh, and 38. And 38. Okay, please hand in the work after this class. Right, we have learned all about the vocabularies, all the birds and all the stuff. We have learned how to apply the past simple questions into a sentence. Today, we're gonna do a lot of listening, but before we go to the listening, let me clear something up with you, okay? This one is, you will learn how to explain. You learn how to explain the attributes of the animals. Right, this one. It's a mammal. Do you know what is mammal? What is mammal?
เลี้ยงลูกด้วยเงินสัตว์เลี้ยงด้วยนม
What is that?
Is an animal live?
Right, it's an animal that feed their baby with the milk. Right, it's a warm-blooded animals that would feed their baby with the milk. For example, humans are mammal, right? What about bird? Are they mammal?
No.
No, right? They just give birth into eggs and then, you know, they just feed them with worms, not the milk, right? What animals that lives in the water that is also mammal?
Dolphin.
Yes, dolphin. Dolphin could feed
เวล
whale as well, right? So they're not really fish, they're
Cat.
mammal. Yeah, cat, dog, all those other stuff. Okay, this one, the first, yeah, this one it says it eats worms and roots. That means, you know, subject and verb agreement, right? Added as when this one is the subject, it always added as. This one is got 4 legs. So it's got, for this one, it is short for it has got, right? It has got 4 legs. What about this one? It's a bird. Apostrophe S, what does it stand for? On this one. This one stands for it is. Okay, don't get confused. This one it is. This one is the same, right? It has got a big beak and strong claws. What is beak? Does anyone know the word beak? What does that mean, beak? It's the bird's mouth, right? The bird's beak. And strong claw. You know what is claw means, right? Claws. You got those cats, tiger, and birds that have claws. This one, it's black and white. Right. Short for it is black and white. It lives in the gardens and woods. Does anyone know what is woods means? Wood, what does that mean? The woods means the forest, okay, forest. But it's smaller than forest. But it is covered with all the trees. That's why it says, but it's not exactly a forest. It's like a little forest. Okay, now everyone take out your activity book. Turn to page 64. No, sorry, 65. Everyone on that page. So look on your screen and look at your book, right? The picture is a little bit different, just a little bit different. So what I want you to do is to hold on to the picture. Hold on to the picture, not A, B, C, or D. Okay, just look at the picture. Whatever it has described, you just write down the number. Okay, you ready? Let's listen.
Listening 2.41. Listen and number. Number 1.
It's a bird. It's got brown feathers and a big beak. It lives in mountains and woods, and it eats small birds and animals.
Number 2.
It's a bird. It's grey and white. It lives in woods, and it lives in towns and cities too. It eats fruit and seeds and lots of other things, like food in rubbish bins.
Number 3.
It's a mammal. It's brown. It's got lots of sharp spines. It's got small eyes and very short legs. It lives in woods and in gardens. It eats worms and snails, and it likes roots and fruit too.
Number 4.
It's a mammal. It's light brown with white spots. It's got long legs and a short tail. It lives in woods. It eats grass and leaves.
Okay, one more time.
Listening 2.41. Listen and number. Number 1.
It's a bird. It's got brown feathers and a big beak. It lives in mountains and woods, and it eats small birds and animals.
Number 2.
It's a bird. It's grey and white. It lives in woods and it lives in towns and cities too. It eats fruit and seeds and lots of other things, like food in rubbish bins.
Number 3.
It's a mammal. It's brown. It's got lots of sharp spines. It's got small eyes and very short legs. It lives in woods and in gardens. It eats worms and snails, and it likes roots and fruit too.
Number 4.
It's a mammal. It's light brown with white spots. It's got long legs and a short tail. It lives in woods. It eats grass and leaves.
Okay. So, which animal? That is number 1.
Deer.
Are you sure? Number 1.
Deer.
Oh, I think, wait. Okay, guys, you have to erase number 1, a deer, out as well. And listen again one more time. Listen carefully because everything's, the audio is also according to my picture as well. It has an update as your book yet. So just erase number 1 out, erase it out. And then listen to it one more time. It doesn't talk about a deer at the first. It's talk about birds, but which bird? Okay, a hawk or a pigeon? Let's listen one more time.
Listening 2.41. Listen and number. Number 1.
It's a bird. It's got brown feathers and a big beak. It lives in mountains and woods, and it eats small birds and animals.
Number 2.
It's a bird. It's grey and white. It lives in woods and it lives in towns and cities too. It eats fruit and seeds and lots of other things, like food in rubbish bins.
Number 3.
It's a mammal. It's brown. It's got lots of sharp spines. It's got small eyes and very short legs. It lives in woods and in gardens. It eats worms and snails, and it likes roots and fruit too.
Number 4.
It's a mammal. It's light brown with white spots. It's got long legs and a short tail. It lives in woods. It eats grass and leaves.
Right. So number 1, it says it's a bird. It's got brown feathers. Feathers means bird's hair, right? It's got brown feathers and a big beak. It lives in mountains and woods and it eats small birds and animals. So which one is number 1? Can you guess? Which one is number 1? Number 1 says it's a bird. It's got brown feather and a big beak. Let's listen.
Listening 2.41. Listen and number. Number 1.
It's a bird. It's got brown feathers and a big beak. It lives in mountains and woods, and it eats small birds and animals.
Right, so which one is it? That eats small birds and animals.
Hawk.
Right, it's a hawk. Right. Now, number 2.
Number 2.
It's a bird. It's grey and white. It lives in woods and it lives in towns and cities too. It eats fruit and seeds and lots of other things, like food in rubbish bins.
Right. Which animal is it?
Pigeon.
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 Good. Next one.
Number 3.
It's a mammal. It's brown. It's got lots of sharp spines. It's got small eyes and very short legs. It lives in woods and in gardens. It eats worms and snails, and it likes roots and fruit too.
Which one is it?
Hedgehog.
Yes, it is a hedgehog. The sharp sharp needle they call spines can launch at you when they feel threatened. And the last one, it's a deer. Now listen to a deer one more time.
Number 4.
It's a mammal. It's light brown with white spots. It's got long legs and a short tail. It lives in woods. It eats grass and leaves.
Right. Okay. Number 2, they say to tick the correct descriptions, which you have to listen as well. They have hedgehog, right? They have hedgehog and they have pigeon. Appearance means, you know, what they look like, right? Habitat. Do you know what is habitat? It's a place where they live. Where do they usually live, right? And food. What kind of food do they eat? Pigeon as well, right? So I'm gonna play the audios twice and check the answer later.
Listening 2.42. Now listen and check. A hedgehog.
It's a mammal. It's brown. It's got lots of sharp spines. It's got small eyes and very short legs. It lives in woods and in gardens. It eats worms and snails, and it likes roots and fruit too.
A pigeon.
It's a bird. It's grey and white. It lives in woods and it lives in towns and cities too. It eats fruit and seeds and lots of other things, like food in rubbish bins.
Would you like to hear it one more time? One more time? Okay, one more time then.
Listening 2.42. Now listen and check. A hedgehog.
It's a mammal. It's brown. It's got lots of sharp spines. It's got small eyes and very short legs. It lives in woods and in gardens. It eats worms and snails, and it likes roots and fruit too.
A pigeon.
It's a bird. It's grey and white. It lives in woods and it lives in towns and cities too. It eats fruit and seeds and lots of other things, like food in rubbish bins.
Right. Now let's take a look at the hedgehog, right? The hedgehog is, what is it? Brown with sharp spines. Where do they live? Where do the hedgehog live?
Woods and gardens.
Right, woods and gardens. What about food? What do they eat?
Worms, snails, roots, and fruit.
Very good. Worms, snails, roots, and fruit. Number 2, pigeon. What do they look like?
Grey and white.
Right, gray and white. Where do they live?
Woods, town, and cities.
Good, wood towns and city. Food, what do they eat?
Fruit, seeds, food in the rubbish bin.
Yes, the fruit, seeds, and food from the rubbish bin. Easy? Not that hard, right? All right. This one, I'd like everyone to unmute your mic and repeat after.
Listening 2.43. Listen and repeat. It's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
Thank you.
It's red or grey.
It's red
It's
or
red
gray.
or gray.
Good.
It's got a big tail.
It's
It's
got a big tail.
tail.
Good.
It lives in trees.
It's
It lives in
It
trees.
lives in trees.
Good job. Right, so we have finished on lesson 2, and I'd like to move on to lesson 3. So everyone please take out your activity, not activity book, class book, and turn to unit 7. Unit 7, lesson 3. It's on page 58, right? Page 58. This lesson, the Incredible team that has to go to the, it says question 7, right? What is the message on the big flag at the Animal Rescue Center? So they have to go to the Animal Rescue Center, right? To find out the answer. But however, if you take a look on this page, what does it say on the top of the page? What does it say?
the crash tower.
Right, the church tower. So why did they end up there when they're supposed to go on the Animal Rescue Center, right? To read the big flag, to read the message of the big flag, right? But before we go there, let's learn a little bit of the vocabularies, right? The first one, binocular. What is the binocular? It's a device for you to see something from a far distance. When you want to spot something, you know, actually, if you are bird watching, you're in the group of bird watching group, you need this a lot, you know, as a binocular, just to, you know, watching the birds or something that far away from you. The next word is creepy. Okay, creepy, it gives you some uneasy feelings, give you a goosebumps. You will feel scared, but not too much scared, but it's just creepy, you know, make you feel uncomfortable. Not an easy feelings when you feel creepy. Okay. Next word is crashed into, right? Something that hit strongly into, you know, it's the action of, you know, crash into something, and normally you do the damage as well. The next word is survive. Survive means, you know, you struggle to live, you don't die. That means survive. It happens sometimes when you're, you know, faced an ordeal of, you know, car crash. Something, yeah, you struggle to live, that's called survive, right? And a welfare means, you know, the health and the happiness and the fortunes of that person or, you know, that animals, that's called welfare. Right, so now let's listen to the story.
The church tower.
Look, the other teams are going to get to the Animal Rescue Centre before us. Oh no, They're going to win. I've got an idea. Follow me. Let's climb up the tower. We can use my binoculars to see the Animal Rescue Centre. Then we can read the message.
You're a genius, Ollie.
Shh! What's that noise? It's creepy.
I don't like this. You're not a genius, Ollie.
I can't see anything. Perhaps it's a mouse.
You're kidding. That isn't a mouse. Can you see the message? What does it say?
It says Animal Welfare Day. Be kind to animals today.
Well done. That's the right answer.
Yeah. Wow, it's an owl. Look out. It's going to crash into the wall. Oh, poor thing. It's hurt.
We should take it to the Animal Rescue Centre. Come on.
Yeah. Is it going to survive?
Yes, it's going to be fine. Well done, kids. You saved the owl's life.
Okay, so why did they go to the church tower instead of Animal Rescue Center? Why? Do you understand the story? Do you know why? It's because they think the other team went far ahead of them. So they thought of the shortcuts of going to the church tower because Ollie has binocular, right? They just go at the top of the tower and then read the flag, read the message of the flag. That is why, that's what they planned, right? And what did they find there at the church tower? What did they find there at the church tower? They found an owl, right? It's crashing into a wall and they get to rescue an owl, right? So what was the message on the flag? Do you know what was the message on the flag?
Animal Welfare Day. Be kind to animals today.
Right, Animal Welfare Day, be kind to animals today. So that's what it is. That was the answer and they got the correct answer and they won again for these answers, for these questions, number 7, right? So that is it for today, kids. I think you a little bit, I'm not sure if you understand the story. So I'd like you to go and read it one more time on page 58. And we'll come back next class and we will discuss it one more time. okay, about this story. I'm not sure if you get the whole points of the story. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
Okay, so don't forget to hand in the work on the past simple tense. Okay, number that I'm going to call out, please submit in the work. Number 5, number 6, number 8, number 9, number 11, number 17, number 19, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, and 38. Okay, please do so. All right, if you don't have any questions, I will let you go. And I will see you next class, guys. Bye.
Bye bye, teacher.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.